Helen, a 65-year-old retired librarian from Portland, used to love her evenings. After decades of organizing books and helping community members find their next great read, she looked forward to peaceful nights of rest, but over the past 2 years, something changed. She'd lie in bed, eyes closed, mind wandering through tomorrow's grocery list or last week's conversation with her daughter. Her neck felt stiff against the pillow. She'd wake up at 2 a.m., then again at 4 a.m., then finally give up around 5:30. "I thought this was just what happens when you get older," Helen told her friend one afternoon over tea. "Everyone says sleep gets worse after 60. But here's what Helen didn't know, and what millions of older adults don't realize. According to research published in 2025, the quality of your sleep after 60 is significantly influenced by something you can control right now: your bedroom environment, specifically light and temperature. If you're over 60 and you've been telling yourself that restless nights, frequent awakenings, and morning grogginess are just part of aging, I want you to pause and consider this. What if the real culprit isn't your age, it's your bedroom? Welcome back to Senior Health Facts, your trusted source for science-based health guidance designed specifically for adults over 60. I'm here to help you reclaim those peaceful, restorative nights you deserve. Today, we're going to walk through exactly how to transform your bedroom into a sleep-friendly haven by controlling 2 powerful factors: light and temperature. These aren't expensive renovations or complicated medical treatments. These are simple, practical adjustments that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling genuinely refreshed. If living healthier and sleeping better every single night matters to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And if you've been struggling with sleep lately, drop a comment below telling me what your biggest sleep challenge is. Let's solve this together. Let me explain why this matters so much, especially after 60. Your sleep architecture, the way your body cycles through different sleep stages, naturally changes as you age. Many older adults experience what researchers call lighter, more fragmented sleep. You spend less time in those deep, restorative phases where your body repairs muscle, consolidates memory, and strengthens your immune system. You wake more often. You may find yourself lying awake, frustrated, staring at the ceiling. Here's why this isn't just annoying. It's genuinely important for your health. According to research from multiple studies on aging and sleep, poor sleep quality in older adults is linked to slower cognitive function, reduced physical recovery, increased risk of falls, high rates of chronic disease, and even increased mortality risk. When you don't sleep well night after night, your body can't perform the essential maintenance work it needs to keep you strong, sharp, and independent. Now, here's where it gets interesting and hopeful. A large study published in 2025 by researchers Gulia and Kumar examined older adults aged 65 and above. They found that nighttime light exposure in the bedroom was significantly associated with poor sleep quality. Even low levels of ambient light, from a hallway nightlight, a glowing alarm clock, or street lights filtering through your curtains, can disrupt your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time to sleep. But light isn't the only environmental factor affecting your rest. Temperature plays an equally critical role. A groundbreaking 2023 study by Baniasadi and colleagues tracked older adults sleeping in their own homes using special sensors. They discovered something Fascinating, sleep was most efficient when bedroom temperature stayed between approximately 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to TW and 5 degrees Celsius. When temperatures climbed above that range, sleep efficiency dropped by 5 to 10%. Think about that for a moment, your bedroom being just a few degrees too warm could be stealing an hour or more of quality sleep from you every single night. Here's a simple way to understand why this happens. Your body temperature naturally drops as you prepare for sleep. It's part of your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock. When your bedroom is too warm, your body struggles to achieve that temperature drop and you end up tossing, turning, and waking repeatedly. When it's too cool, your body diverts energy to staying warm instead of focusing on deep, restorative sleep. If you're over 60, the right lighting and temperature aren't luxuries or minor preferences, they're sleep enhancers that support your circadian rhythm, help your body drop into deeper sleep stages, and allow you to wake up clearer and stronger. The good news, unlike age itself, these are factors you can control starting tonight. Before we talk about what to do, let's identify the common mistakes that many older adults make, habits that seem harmless but actually undermine your rest night after night. The first mistake is sleeping with ambient light on. Maybe it's the TV left on for background noise. Maybe it's a hallway light you keep on for safety when walking to the bathroom. Maybe it's street light shining through your bedroom window. Whatever the source, studies show that even low levels of light at night increase wakefulness and reduce sleep efficiency. James, a 68-year-old former postal worker from Ohio, used to keep his bedroom TV on all night. I liked the company, he said. After my wife passed, the house felt too quiet. But when James finally tried turning off the TV and using blackout curtains instead, he was shocked. I didn't realize how often that flickering light was pulling me out of deep sleep. Within a week, I was waking up only once instead of 4 or 5 times. The science tells us that even dim light exposure at night suppresses melatonin production and signals your brain to stay more alert. Your eyes detect light even through closed eyelids, and this information travels directly to the part of your brain that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. The second mistake is letting room temperature drift to warm or too cool. Letting your bedroom temperature drift above 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius or drop uncomfortably low causes more nighttime awakenings and shallower sleep. Many older adults either keep their homes too warm to save on heating costs or don't realize their bedroom has become a hotbox during summer months. Helen, our retired librarian, kept her thermostat at 74 degrees Fahrenheit year-round because she was worried about her heating bill, but she didn't realize her upstairs bedroom, where heat naturally rises, was actually reaching 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit by midnight. Once she started using a small fan and cracking her window slightly, her sleep transformed. I didn't know I was basically trying to sleep in a sauna, she laughed. The third mistake involves bright lights late evening or insufficient daylight during the day. Research shows that older adults often spend less time in bright daylight and then keep bright artificial lights on late into the evening. This confuses your circadian rhythm. Your body doesn't know when it's supposed to be awake and when it should prepare for sleep. Your body needs that contrast, bright, natural light during the day, especially morning light, to set our internal clock, and then gradual dimming in the evening to signal that sleep is approaching. The fourth mistake is ignoring your sleep environment because you believe sleep troubles are just normal and Ow. This is perhaps the most damaging belief. Yes, some aspects of sleep change with age. But your environment, light, temperature, noise, comfort, remains a highly controllable factor at any age. Don't resign yourself to poor sleep just because you've reached 60, 70, or beyond. The fifth mistake is not adjusting for seasonal or weather changes, as seasons shift and indoor conditions change throughout the year, failing to adjust. Your bedroom's lighting and temperature leads to chronic suboptimal sleep. What worked in winter may not work in summer. What felt comfortable in SPR may feel wrong in fall. The examples I've shared about Helen and James are based on common experiences reported in sleep research and patient testimonials designed to illustrate typical situations many older adults face. Your individual experience may differ, and what works for one person may need adjustment for another. Always consider your unique health situation and consult with your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your sleep environment, especially if you have medical conditions or take medications that affect sleep or body temperature regulation. Now, let's move into action, practical, realistic steps you can start implementing tonight. I'm going to give you a progression, simple micro habits you can start in week 1, then build up actions for weeks 2 through 4, followed by a complete checklist. For your first habit in week 1, dim your lights 60 minutes before bed. Tonight, before you head to bed, turn off bright overhead lights at least 1 hour before your usual sleep time. Switch to a bedside lamp or use a low wattage bulb, 40 watts or less. This simple change signals your brain that day is transitioning to night. Why does it work? Gradual dimming allows your body to naturally increase melatonin production. According to research summarized in a 2023 review on lighting and older adult sleep, this progressive reduction in light intensity supports your circadian rhythm and prepares your body for rest. Your second habit is to get morning daylight exposure for 10 to 15 minutes. Open your bedroom curtains early in the morning, ideally within 30 minutes of waking. If possible, step outside or sit near a bright window for 10 to 15 minutes. Let your body and eyes register that it's daytime. Why does it work? Morning light exposure is one of the most powerful ways to set your internal clock. It tells your brain this is when the day begins, which in turn helps your brain know when the day should end. Your third habit is to set your bedroom temperature to 70 to 74 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 24 degrees Celsius before you lie down tonight. Adjust your thermostat, turn on a fan or open a window, weather and safety permitting, so that your bedroom will be around 70 to 74 degrees Fahrenheit as you're falling asleep. Adjust up or down a degree or 2 based on your personal comfort. Why does it work? This temperature range aligns with the research findings showing optimal sleep efficiency for older adults. Your body can achieve the natural temperature drop it needs for deep sleep. During weeks 2 through 4, you'll want to create a 3-part lighting plan for your day. During daytime hours, make sure you're getting bright, natural light or full-spectrum indoor lighting for at least part of your day. In the evening, gradually dim light as after dinner and switch to warm-toned, low-wattage lamps. At nighttime, minimize light in the bedroom, ideally below 5 to 10 lux, which is roughly equivalent to a small nightlight eye in the corner, according to the 2023 research review published in Solarlit. Older adults' eyes become less sensitive to light, which means you actually need brighter daytime light to properly set your circadian rhythm. but you also need to protect yourself from nighttime light exposure more carefully. For your temperature strategy, use a combination of cooling fans, thermostat settings, or window ventilation too. Keep your bedroom within that 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 25 degrees Celsius range throughout the night. Remember, studies found that when bedroom temperature rises above 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius, sleep efficiency drops by 5 to 10%. If you tend to feel cold, use breathable blankets you can adjust rather than overheating the entire room. If you tend to feel hot, consider moisture-wicking bedsheets and a quiet fan aimed near, but not directly at, your bed. Create a sleep ritual 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Switch to low lights throughout your home. Avoid screens if possible, or use a blue light filter if you must use them. Set your bedroom temperature. Use blackout curtains or blinds if light from outside bothers you. Prepare your bed for comfort. Cool, clean sheets, pillows arranged comfortably, minimal clutter on your nightstand. Each morning for the next 2 weeks, ask yourself these questions. Was I comfortable with the temperature? Was the room too bright at any point? Could I see light from the window? Hallway or devices. How many times did I wake up? If something felt off, make one small adjustment tonight. Sleep optimization is personal. You're looking for your ideal settings. Here's a helpful trigger routine. Pair the habit of dim lights with something you already do. For example, when you finish brushing your teeth, immediately flip off overhead lights and turn on your bedside lamp. This anchors the new habit to an existing one, making it easier to remember and maintain. Here's your checklist for the next 2 weeks. Make sure you've dimmed lights at least 60 minutes. For bed each night, open curtains or head daylight exposure for 10 minutes each morning. Set your bedroom temperature target and monitor it each night. Check for any light sources in your bedroom, such as street lights, clock displays, or device screens, and cover or reduce them. Note how many times you wake at night and whether light or temperature might have been a factor. Add one element each time something feels uncomfortable. Helen, our retired librarian, followed this exact checklist. By week 2, she told me, I'm sleeping through until 4 a.m. now, instead of waking every 2 hours, and when I do wake up, I fall back asleep within minutes. I didn't realize how much control I actually had over this. James, the former postal worker, had a similar experience after 3 weeks of keeping his bedroom cooler and eliminating that TV light. He said, my doctor even noticed the difference. My blood pressure improved and I have more energy during the day, all from changing my bedroom setup. You deserve to wake up feeling rested. You deserve to lie down at night without dreading another restless evening of tossing and turning. You've spent decades working hard, raising families, contributing to your communities. Now it's time to give yourself the gift of truly restorative sleep. I want you to try something with me starting tonight. Pick just one change from this video. Maybe it's dimming your lights an hour before bed, or adjusting your bedroom temperature, or opening your curtains tomorrow morning for 10 minutes of daylight. Just one change. Do it tonight, then do it again tomorrow night, and the night after that. After 7 days, come back to this video and leave a comment telling me how you feel. Did you notice a difference? Are you waking up fewer times? Do you feel more refreshed in the morning? This is your challenge: 7 nights, 1 small change, and a commitment to yourself that you're worth the effort. If you found these practical tips helpful, please hit that like button right now. Subscribe to Senior Health Facts so you never miss another video designed specifically for your age, health, and well-being, and share this video with a friend or family member over 60 who might be struggling with sleep. You could genuinely change their life. In the description below, I've included a link to download our free bedroom sleep ready checklist for seniors. Print it out, place it on your nightstand, and use it as your guide for the next 2 weeks. And remember, if you have significant sleep difficulties, frequent awakenings, excessive daytime sleepiness, or health conditions affecting your sleep, please talk with your doctor or a sleep specialist. These environmental adjustments may help support better sleep, but individual guidance from a healthcare provider who knows your complete medical history is essential. You're not alone in this. Millions of older adults are rediscovering better sleep by making these simple changes. You can be one of them. Many people ask, what is the best bedroom temperature for sleep if I'm over 60? Research suggests approximately 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 25 degrees Celsius is optimal for older adults. Sleep efficiency tends to drop when temperatures rise above 77 degrees Fahrenheit. However, personal comfort is key. Some people sleep better at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, others at 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Experiment within this range to find what feels best for your body. Another common question is, does any light in the bedroom really affect my sleep? Yes, even low ambient light at night has been linked to poorer sleep quality in older adults in multiple studies. The light doesn't have to be bright to affect you. Even the glow from a digital alarm clock, a charging phone, or street light through curtains and suppress melatonin production and keep your brain more alert than it should be at night. People also wonder, should I use a cooler temperature if I feel hot at night? Absolutely. Your comfort is the primary guide. If you're waking up feeling hot, sweaty, or uncomfortable, use fans, open windows if safe, or adjust your thermostat down a few degrees. Pay attention to moisture and airflow as well. Sometimes it's humidity rather than temperature. That's the issue. Just avoid letting your room get so cold that you wake up shivering. Another question that comes up is, I have a nightlight or digital clock that glows. Should I cover it? Ideally, yes. Minimize all light exposure in your bedroom at night. If you need a nightlight for safety when walking to the bathroom, choose with a warm-colored dim bulb. Red or amber is best, and position it low to the ground, pointing away from your direct line of sight. For glowing clocks, either cover the display, turn it away from you, or switch to a clock without a light. Many people ask, does screen time, TV, tablet, phone before bed interfere with this light and temperature strategy? It can significantly interfere. Screens emit blue wavelength light, which is particularly effective at suppressing melatonin and signaling your brain to stay alert. Even if you've dimmed all other lights in your home, watching TV or scrolling on your phone right before bed can undo much of that benefit. Try to avoid screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed, or at minimum use a blue light filter and keep the screen dimmed. Another concern people have is, what if I wake up feeling too cold or too hot during the night? This is valuable information. Note the temperature when it happens and make an adjustment the next night. Maybe a lighter blanket, a small fan, or a slightly higher thermostat setting. It may take several nights of experimenting to find your personal ideal setting. Remember, CISO. Now changes may require adjustments. Finally, people often ask, what should I bring up with my doctor about my sleep environment? Here are some helpful conversation starters. You might say, I'm over 60 and I wake up several times each night. Could my bedroom light or temperature settings be contributing to this issue? Or you could ask, given my health conditions and medications I'm taking, what bedroom environment settings would you recommend for better sleep? You might also say, would you advise a sleep study or a formal review of my sleep environment to help identify what might be affecting my rest? Another good question is, are there any safety concerns I should consider when adjusting my bedroom temperature or lighting, especially related to my specific condition? Your doctor can help you understand whether there are medical factors at play beyond environment and can guide you on safe adjustments based on your complete health picture. Let me share a practical approach to improving your sleep environment when you're dealing with bright overhead lights 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Instead, dim lights well in advance and use low-level lamps. This supports natural melatonin production and helps your body prepare for rest. When your bedroom stays warm, above approximately 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius, aim instead for 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Research shows this temperature range leads to better sleep efficiency and few awakenings during the night. If you're using screens or bright devices right before bed, try switching them off 30 to 60 minutes before bed instead. This protects your melatonin levels and reduces alertness, making it easier for your body to transition into sleep mode. When you notice light sources in your bedroom from the street, clock displays, or jet glow, block or cover that external light and consider using blackout curtains. Creating darkness promotes deep sleep and helps your body stay in those restorative sleep stages longer. Many people experience minimal daytime light exposure, but getting 10 to 15 minutes of morning daylight can make a tremendous difference. This simple habit sets your circadian rhythm and improves your nighttime sleep quality. If you're sleeping in the same environment despite discomfort, make a point to adjust the temperature or lighting when you wake uncomfortable. Personalizing your environment to your body's needs is essential for consistent, quality rest. Perhaps most importantly, if you've been thinking that nothing can help now that you're over 60, recognize that your environment is controllable at any age. This mindset shift empowers you to take action and see real results in your sleep quality. Here's a daily routine I recommend. In the morning, open your curtains within 30 minutes of waking. Step outside or sit near a bright window for 10 to 15 minutes while having your coffee or breakfast. This sets your circadian rhythm for the day. Around lunchtime, if possible, take a short walk outdoors or eat near a window with natural light. This reinforces your body's understanding of daytime, which helps it recognize time later. In the evening, after dinner, begin dimming overhead lights and switch to warm-toned lamps. Set your bedroom thermostat or prepare fans and avoid screens in the hour before bed. If possible, as a bonus step before getting into bed, do a quick light check. Walk through your bedroom with the lights off and identify any sources of light, such as your clock, hallway light, or street lights. Cover or eliminate them. Your bedroom should be as dark as a cave. Save this guidance, print it out, put it on your refrigerator or nightstand. Share it with someone you care about who's struggling with sleep. The research supporting these recommendations comes from several important studies. Gulia and Kumar published research in 2025 examining exposure to light and noise at night and sleep quality in community-dwelling older adults. This study found that in older adults aged 65 and above, nighttime light and noise exposure were significantly linked to poorer sleep quality, emphasizing the importance of controlling bedroom environment. Baniasati and colleagues conducted research on nighttime ambient temperature and sleep in community-dwelling older adults, published in Science of the Total Environment in 2023. This research demonstrated that bedroom ambient temperature between approximately 20 to 25 degrees Celsius or 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit was associated with better sleep efficiency in older adults, with efficiency dropping 5 to 10% when temperatures rose above this range. Solarlitz published a comprehensive literature review in 2023 on how lighting affects the sleep and cognitive performance of healthy older adults. This review summarized how older adults experience reduced light sensitivity and how lighting design, including brightness, color, temperature, and timing, significantly influences both sleep quality and cognitive function. Fonseca and colleagues examined multidimensional environmental factors and sleep health for aging in research published in Clock Sleep in 2023. This research reported that daytime light exposure combined with lower nighttime illumination and proper thermal conditions are key environmental levers for sleep quality in aging populations. Brown University News reported in 2020 on a study titled "Tuned Lighting Helps Nursing Home Residents Get Better Sleep." In this study of older adults with an average age of 88, corridors with lighting tuned to be brighter during the day and dimmer at night reduced nighttime disturbances by nearly half, from 3.6 to 1.8 events per night. These studies represent peer-reviewed research from respected institutions and journals. However, individual responses to environmental changes can vary, and these findings should be considered as general guidance rather than absolute prescriptions for every person. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we've shared today is for educational purpose, as to help you make informed choices about your sleep, environment, and overall health. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your sleep routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications that might be affected by environmental changes. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what's right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what works wonderfully for Helen and James might need small adjustments for you. Your body, your medical history, your medications, and your living situation are all factors that matter. If you're experiencing severe sleep problems such as suspected sleep apnea, chronic insomnia lasting months, excessive daytime sleepiness that affects your safety, or sleep issues related to pain or other medical conditions, please seek professional evaluation from a doctor or sleep specialist. Environmental adjustment, as like those we've discussed today, can be helpful supportive measures, but they are not substitutes for medical diagnosis or treatment when underlying health issues are present. Your healthcare team is your best partner in this journey toward better sleep and better health. Take care of yourself, sleep well tonight, and I'll see you in the next video.